first graders, welcome back. I am excited to get this week started with you. And first thing before we start reading for today is I want to remind you that at the beginning of a new week, so every Monday, you'll have a new sheet of sight words that you can cut out and practice all week whenever works for you. At the bottom, you'll see it says week 1 or unit 1, week 4. Okay? These are the words for this week. We have eat, 5, 4, her, this, and 2. And we're going to review these again quickly in our book in just a little bit. So don't worry about getting them right this second. But just a reminder, get that bright green sheet of paper with the week 4 words on them. And you can cut them out and practice. All right? And then the other thing you'll need today is your blue reading book with the 1.1 at the bottom. Okay? I am on page 96 to start, and then we're going to work our way past a couple of different pages. So, if you need to pause me, go grab your blue reading book or pause me to turn to page 96. Please do it because we're going to use this page right away. All right? Okay, here we go. Our I can statement today says, I can read words with the ending S. Ooh. So that sounds familiar, Mrs. Garris, because last week we were talking about the plural S, where we add an S to the end of a word to make it mean more than one. Remember? Well, this week it's still an S at the end of a word, but now it's a different kind of word. It's telling something we do, okay? Like in my picture here on page 96. When I see, let's see here. I see this guy. He dumps the trash or the recycle in the recycle bin. Dumps. When I say dumps, d-umps. Have that S at the end to tell what that guy is doing. Okay? He dumps it in. Ooh, what else do we have in here? Can you find something else that somebody's doing in the picture that ends with an S? She mails her letter. Ooh, what is he doing? He picks up some trash, right? And let's see here. This person here takes a photo. Can you do that one, takes, with me? Go ahead and set your book down. Let's do it on our arms so we can make sure we hear that S at the end. Here we go. Takes. Takes. Nice work. Now, boys and girls. Last week, remember that plural S could say two sounds? It could say S, but it also, in certain words, sounded like Z. Well, it's the same thing with this ending S. Okay, so let's see if we can find any. Ooh, this man, he stands, right? Like he's standing up. He stands. Do you hear that Z at the end? Ooh, and remember when we said this guy picks this up? He also bends over to pick it up, right? Can you say bends with me? Bends. Hear that tickly tongue that you get at the end of the word? That's that Z sound that the S can make. Good. So now that we've practiced hearing the sound, let's see if we can read the sound. So I'm going to, let's see, I'm going to write a base word for you. Remember, the base word is the word without the S at the end or another ending. So I write this word. This is a sight word. The word is look. Can you say my word? Look. Good. Now I'm going to add this ending S. Now what's my new word? Now I have looks. Good job. Okay, let's try another one. This word is eat. Can you say my word? Eat. Nice job. Let's add that ending S. And what is my new word going to be? Eats. Good. Eats. Nice. Now let's try together in our blue reading book. Get those reading fingers ready. Okay, we're going to turn one page. Let me show you. We're on our picture. Turn one page to page 98. 98. Okay, where you'll see a picture of a suitcase. Somebody pulls, it says, pulls the suitcase. All right? Okay, now boys and girls, remember this is when you get to practice. You don't become a better reader if you don't follow along with me. So make sure your finger's ready. Let's put it on the first sound, and you can segment and blend the first word with me. Here we go. It sits. Awesome job. Let's do the next one. It starts with that vowel. Remember the vowels I read. Here we go. Add. Addis. Boys and girls, when we see two D's together, they'll just make one D sound. So let's try that again. Ads. Ads. Good. Ads. All right, let's look at this next base word. Do this for me. Take your finger and cover up the S at the end. Now let's see, what word is that? I see tag. Good. Tag is the base word. Now add your ending. Tags. Tags. Nice job. All right. At the beginning of this next word, I see a G and an R. Can we say those sounds together? G-er, g-er, grr. Let's keep going now. Grins. Grins. Nice job. Now, can you try the last one on your own? Now, if you're looking at my letters, they're probably too small for you to see. That's why you need to have your own book in front of you. And let's do this last one together. Let's see if you got it. Claps. 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 Nice job. Like, not just clap, but claps. Nice. All right, sentences I can read at the bottom. Down here, where it's in blue, it says sentences I can read. Sentence number 1, you practice whisper reading it on your own until I say stop. Do your very, very best. Get those words, try to figure out the ones you don't know. Then keep going till I say stop. All right, stop. Ready to try it with me? The first name says Lynn. Okay, here we go. Lynn sits and adds as Pat tags Jill. Oh, lots of short A's in that sentence. Lynn sits and adds as Pat tags Jill. Good. Let's read it one more time so we sound super smooth. Lynn sits and adds as Pat tags Jill. Nice job. All right, sentence number 2 is a little bit shorter. Go ahead and whisper read sentence number 2 over and over until I say stop. And stop. Did you get it? If you got stuck on some words, that's okay. We can work them out together. Here we go. My words are too little, so make sure you're looking at the words in your book with your finger, reading each one. Here we go. Kim grins and claps. Good. Make sure when the S is at the end of the word, like grins and claps, we need to make sure we say that sound. Kim grins and claps. Good work, guys. All right. We're just going to quick take a peek at our sight words over here. These white words. Okay? Use your finger. Follow along with me. I'm going to say the word, then I want you to be looking at the word and say it back. Okay? First word is eat. Your turn. Good. Next one is for. Your turn. Now I want you to go like this. For. Yes, because this for, F-O-U-R, means the number 4. Okay, let's start at the top. Eat 4. Good. Next one is 5. Your turn. Good. 5, like the number 5. Let's start back at the top. The first one is eat 4, 5. Nice work. Next one with the H. Her. Your turn. Good. Let's go back to the top. The first one is eat 4, 5, her. Good. Next one is this. Say the word. Nice job. This. Back to the top. Here we go. Eat 4, 5, her, this. Good. Last word is to. This to with two O's is the to that means, like if I'm saying also. Like I also want some meat. I too want some meat. Or, I want to go to the store too. Like I want to go too. I want to go also. Okay? To. Say the word. Good job. Let's go back to the top. Eat, for, 5, her, this, too. Nice work. Can we go backwards, you think? Start from the bottom and go to the top? Let's try. Here we go. To, this, her, 5, for, eat. Good work, first graders. All right, we're going to go ahead and move on. You can close your book. And if you need to pause and give yourself a wiggle break, because I know it's been about 11 minutes now, so sometimes that's hard for our bodies to stay still and focus for that long. It's okay if you need to pause and get up and move. Or maybe you just feel like standing up to listen. Go ahead and stand up to listen. Okay? All right. Got those wiggles out? I'm ready to go when you are. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and flip my board around today so we can see our other I can statement. Okay? It says, I can tell what a text is mostly about. You can try reading it with me again. I can tell what a text is mostly about. A text is kind of another word for a story, but sometimes it's not always a story. Sometimes it's just something that's giving us information. That's when we call it a text, okay? If it doesn't quite have a story and it's just telling us information, we call it a text. A story can also be a text. It's a kind of text, okay? So, it's basically saying, if I read something, I can tell what it's mostly about. And there's a fancy word for that. It's called main idea. Can you say main idea? Main idea is super duper important, okay? Today I'm going to read you a story, and I want you to start trying to think about what is it mostly about, okay? Obviously, we haven't practiced this yet, so I don't expect you to know it today. So I'm going to kind of share what I think when I read things, and I have to think of the main idea, okay? My story is called A Rainforest in the Zoo. Ooh. Erica is very excited. Today was the day she and her dad were going to the zoo. They had been waiting all month to see the new rainforest exhibit. It finally opened today. So a rainforest is a type of area where certain animals live. Okay, it's like really thick woods or forest. Okay, and it has lots of different animals in it that are pretty cool. I bet we might learn, maybe we'll learn about some of them. Tell me about the rainforest again, Erica said to her dad as they walked into the zoo. Here, let's see what Dad says. A rainforest is a forest where many trees and plants grow very closely together. It rains a lot. That's why it's called a rainforest. The trees are very tall, and some birds, bugs, and other animals live in the tops of the trees. The largest animals live on the ground under the trees. Wow, Erica said as they entered the exhibit. This looks like a real forest. It does, Erica's dad said. That's because we try to make everything as real as we can, a zookeeper said. Today, zoos want to build homes for the animals that look like their homes in the wild. We bring in many plants from the animals' homes. We make rocks for them to sit on. We change the lights to make it seem like night and day. That sounds like a lot of work, exclaimed Erica. It is a lot of work, the zookeeper replied. We do it so the animals feel right at home. So even though it's a lot of work, they're saying it's worth doing it because the animals feel at home. We want them to feel safe and happy. Then, when you observe them, you can learn all about how they really live. Let's go look at those monkeys over there first, Erica said. Look at the little black one. It's riding on the back of another monkey. The zookeeper said, that's called a black spider monkey. Baby black spider monkeys ride on their mother's tummies until they are about 4 months old. Then they ride on their mother's backs. Monkey mothers take very good care of their babies. That's cool. I want to learn all about the rainforest, Erica said. Me too, said Erica's dad. Wow, that's cool. So when I read that story, it wasn't just only to entertain me. I mean, it did entertain me, but it did give me some information. And I would say that the main idea would be mostly about making a rainforest in the zoo, okay? But there were these other things in there called details, and details tell us more about the main idea. So the details would tell us more about a rainforest in the zoo. And I think I could tell you some details. I could tell you that there are a lot of trees, okay? And I could tell you that spider monkeys live in the rainforest, right? So that is just an example of how we can come up with the main idea of a text. The main idea isn't always one sentence in the story. Sometimes we have to kind of take everything in the story, and if I were to say, what's the most important thing that this whole story is covering? I would say this story covered information about the rainforest in the zoo, right? Good work, first graders. So if you're ever reading a book on Epic or a book at home, you can think to yourself, is there a main idea here? What is this mostly about? That's usually the question I ask myself to find the main idea. I ask, what's this mostly about? Will you ask that question with me? What is this mostly about? Okay, I'm going to be asking you that a lot this week. So enjoy the rest of your day, and the next time we talk, we might talk more about this main idea. See you later.